Are you nervous like me? NLCS schedule. Those bells can only mean one thing. Game 3 is today at 4:37. The game tomorrow's on Fox 5. Game 7, mercy, it's also on Fox 5. Asterisk, if necessary. You know that music, that song only means one thing. He is a Hall of Fame Padres pitcher. He is a hometown hero. He played during the 1998 World Series, and now joining us is number 51. What am I doing, Trevor? Trevor Hoffman. How about that? It's pretty good.
That's a pretty good introduction right there. I like it.
I kind of backed off because my throat started to hurt after 4 hours on the air. But let's get to it right away. I told you during the break before we started. My first question is, how about them Padres? Honestly, though, people still pinching themselves, Trevor.
Let's effing go San Diego, man. That's kind of what mantra sounds like these days. So the Pods, they're going to get a little different weather than they got the last couple of days in San Diego. It's going to be cool and maybe a little damp in Philly, but I don't think they can dampen our enthusiasm and where the boys are at. They're playing great. They've come together at the right time. Look at that footage. Honestly, I wouldn't be sorry if they wrap it up in Philly and come home and get ready for a World Series. That'd be really good for our pitching staff.
I wouldn't be sorry about any of that either, I got to tell you. But talk to me about, just like 10 seconds of inside baseball, the 58-degree start time temps versus 95 when it was at Petco. The ball, the grasp on the ball, does that make a really big impact for you as a pitcher and like Blake Snell when he was dealing with the heat?
Yeah, honestly, it's about gripping the baseball. If you're a pitcher, you want to have feel of the seams. You want a little tack from the moisture that you can get from sweating a click on the ball.
Right.
Where you get cool, it's going to get a little bit slicker. You're going to have to find something that you find seams that you can pull your curveball down or make your slider a little bit tighter. So the weather, when it gets cool, can have a little bit of an impact.
I would never ask you to compare 98 to this team because I know every team is different, but in terms of the energy of the fan base here in San Diego, a lot of people question, oh, the fans in San Diego. Nah, man, 98 you saw it, and the fan base at San Diego at that Petco Park was something I haven't seen in my 14 and a half years here.
Yeah, honestly, when things are good in San Diego, the fans are here and they're supporting the heck out of us.
Yep.
It's such a cool run to be a part of for a month long in October, and the boys have been playing good. They've been coming back, so the games have been exciting. And I'll tell you what, I'm not going to ever get used to 5-run innings. If we can hit for 45, 35 minutes at a time, I'm all in. So
I loved
that
it.
Can rally a group of fan base up really fast.
Batting around is my favorite thing to watch ever, especially when it's your team. The Dodger series, even though, it's just the NLDS, it was so much more than that. The emotional block with the Dodgers and getting over that hump. Forget the goose. Forget the goose. It was just beating that particular team meant a lot to this organization.
Honestly, there's been so much spoken about how, they're the evil empire up the freeway and the dominance that they've had in the division the last 10 years. And certainly this year having a pretty good success record-wise against the Padres. But deep down, I felt like the guys in that clubhouse knew that they had a good roster, that they had the personnel that matched up. It was just kind of trying to create a little bit of a level playing field.
Right.
When you get into a short series, I think our pitching matched up. We got that timely hitting when we needed. They made a few mistakes that they didn't do in the regular season. Yeah. We didn't necessarily have to play perfect baseball, and man, it felt good to finally get a series against those guys under our side.
I said, man, that was the most cathartic thing for the Padres and the fans that I think I've ever seen. Talk to me about Joe Musgrove. That dude is something special. What's in his head right now? A couple hours, we're 6 hours? I can't do the math right now. Put me on the spot. 6-7 hours from game time. What is in his head right now?
He just wants to do well for everybody in San Diego, himself. He's such a prepared human being.
Yep.
I love his energy. I love the way his makeup is, but he's a San Diegan. I know he wears it on his sleeve, how much it's important to him and how well he wants to do for the organization and the city. But he came in New York and didn't flinch. There was a lot of people hooting and hollering about him and some of the stuff that he had going on, and I thought he handled himself great. And has pitched nothing but lights out for us in the postseason, and guys lean on him. I mean, he's a leader, and
sure.
so they feed off of his energy.
And also, big shout out, Blake Snell getting through that second inning with the 4 runs and all the mistakes. That mental fortitude for that dude to get through that was unbelievable. Let's talk about, before we the Gold Glove nominations. How angry should I be this morning, Trevor? Because listen, I'm happy 4 of our guys got in, but how is Manny Machado not a Gold Glove finalist at third base? Give him a platinum glove.
Honestly, that's news to me, and I'm kind of miffed just hearing that. Manny is. It's more than just kind of probably the numbers that say your UTZ rating is what it is, and errors and fielding percentage. He solidifies the left side. He allows Ha-Seong Kim to be able to maybe shade a little more up the middle because he knows that Manny can handle the 5.5 hole. And what he does with the glove and his accuracy with his arm, being able to come in and go out, I'm blown away that he's not a part of that Gold Glove conversation.
Same. I was there on Wednesday, and I saw the pick. They put up oh, look, there's Josh Allen. Oh, look, and look who's hanging out with him. Oh, look, it's what? That's Trevor Hoffman hanging out with Josh Allen. A couple of the other Bills players. Eric Group was there too. How do you know that guy, and how did that go down? I saw a nice jersey, by the way, nice little Buffalo jersey. Look at the picture. Look at these guys.
Appreciate that. Honestly, it's the history in my side is my wife's from Buffalo, New York, and so we've been lifelong Bills fans, or at least her and her family have been. And Josh lives in Laguna. They had a bye week this week. They don't have to report back to Buffalo until Sunday. There's a connection with some folks in the organization with his family, and it really worked out with a couple teammates being able to come in and share the postseason experience in Petco and get ready for a decent run that they're going to have.
So special. So, hey, I'm on the clock because at 10 o'clock we got the World Series tickets, and at 2 p.m. for the public. Talk to me. Are we getting there? We have a chance?
You're on the clock, all right. Postseason, momentum changes pitch to pitch, inning to inning. I like our situation. I like the way we match up with the Phillies. It's going to be crazy in Philadelphia these next 3 days, but I think we're battle tested at this point, and we're not going to flinch.
Listen, I talked to Goose Gossage a couple days ago. Now it's like I'm checking all my boxes this week as a baseball fan, man. What a pleasure. Come in next time, bro. What is this, training? What's so important? A couple of push-ups and burpees? What are you doing?
Yeah, you're getting enough TV time. You got to look good, right? You got to take care of it on the back end.
My man, Trevor Hoffman. Always a pleasure, sir. Thanks for the time.
Back at you. Thank you.